All right. Yes, specific questions here. Yes. 81. Let's take a look quickly at 81. All right. Now, here we go. We have 3a plus 3 minus 5 equals 3a minus 2. 3a minus 2 equals 3a minus 2. You agree with that? Bless you. No. Remember, this is called an identity.
Oh, okay, that's good.
You with me on this?
Yeah.
And the identity means that there's all real solutions, or all real numbers, all right, when they're equal. If it was a false statement, it would be no solution. If it was a false statement, it would be no solution, all right? For example, x equals x plus 1. All right, anybody else need any help with any of these? Yes, quickly.
88.
All right, let's take a look at 88. All right. Now again, this nice little review of decimals. So let's see, this is 1.2x minus 2.4 equals 2 minus x. Moving things around, 2.2x equals 4.4, which is the same as 44 divided by 22, right? Good job. Yes, Reagan, good for you. 63, let's take a look at 63. All right. Now, here we just have a distributed property, 30 minus 20v equals v plus 21. 21v equals 9. And so v is equal to 9 over 21, which is 3 over 7. Shh. What? You're not, remember? You're always leaving things in as a fraction. You're always writing things as fractions, not as decimals. Right? And that way you don't need a calculator either. Yes, Luca.
Number 93.
All right, that's okay. That's all right, kiddo. Here we go, 93. 93?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just look up here at my notes real quick on that. I distributed first, right? So I multiplied 3 times y and 3 times 1, and that's where I ended up with 3y minus 3.
Yeah.
And then you combine terms, so that's 3y minus 1.
Okay, I get that.
Right? Now, this is held together by what? Multiplication, right? So I could easily divide by 2.
Yeah.
Or you could distribute, but it would get the same answer, right?
Oh, okay.
So I just divided by 2.
Oh, I get that. Okay.
All right. Yes. 90 what? 94. Well, here we just divided both sides by -3, right? X minus 8 equals -8, right?
Oh, the other 94.
Yes, thank you. No, that's all right. I don't know what happened. So now distributing -4r minus 8 equals 8 minus 16r. 12r equals 16. So r equals 16 divided by 12, which is 4/3. Right? All right, anybody else? Anybody else? All right, I'm expecting you to do a really good job Friday. That's okay, buddy. Come on. 92, good. Doesn't matter which one. All right, here we go. So distributing 6n minus 6 equals 4n plus 8. You good with that? So now 2n equals 14. That's all right. Again, remember, you're trying to get a little bit better with your numbers. All right, moving things around. All right. You should be able to see it pretty good. 95. The answer?
Yeah.
No solution, right?
Oh, okay.
Because you came up to a false statement, right? It was a false statement. All right, is everybody happy with that? Okay, so now let's open up the new file, which is the 2.8.
I opened it up and it didn't have it.
Does everybody else have 2.8?
Oh, never mind.
Right. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do today is there are two worksheets. So I'm going to do the first worksheet with you guys, and you're going to do homework as the what? Second worksheet. Then I'm going to do the second worksheet with the other class, right? So everything will be posted, all right? Everything will be posted. And again, it's hard for me to make one long file because it just takes so long to download. So understand, I'm going to put this as your class, but if you want the answers to the other worksheet, you have to go to what? To the other class, all right? Does everybody understand that? Right? That's the 7th grade algebra. All right? Everybody good?
Yep.
All right? So, with that being the case, let's go ahead and start. Now, again, this is a huge part, believe it or not, of the SAT, solving these, what's referred to as literal equations. All right? In this particular case, distance equals rate times time. That's an actual equation. All right? That's a formula that everybody should know, actually. All right? However, it's solved for D. They want you to solve it for R. Now, I don't know why kids find this so much more difficult, because now the equations just don't have what? Numbers. So you're doing exactly the same. If you know how to solve an equation, you know how to do this. It's just you're doing it with what now? Letters. That's all you're doing. All right? All you're doing is doing it with letters. Now, you can't combine letters. You can't combine X's and Y's or R's and D's. You just have to leave them. That's why, to me, it's so easy. All right? It's so easy. All right? So let's take a look at number 1. Over here, we're solving for R. If we're solving for R, that means I got to eliminate what variable? If I'm solving for R, I have to eliminate the T. All right? I have to eliminate the T. Now, how are the R and the T connected?
Multiplication.
So how do I undo multiplication? Divide. Now, I personally think everybody in here should be able to write this and just say R is equal to D over T. And that would be the answer. That's all there is to it. All right? Everybody good with that? It's really, really simple. If you need to, remember, you can say divided by T and divided by T, but I don't want you doing that. All right? I want you to understand how we're working with these equations better. All right, that's how simple. All right? Now, let's just continue on to question 2. We're solving for what? We're solving for W. All right? Since we're solving for W, that means I have to eliminate all the garbage around W. All right? What is the garbage? The garbage is minus Y, and the other garbage is the 6. Right? That's it. All right? So how do I get rid of minus Y? You add Y. And what you're supposed to do now is you're supposed to see these are the same equations as we did yesterday, except instead of having one variable and some numbers, there's multiple variables. All right? They're trying to train you to work. It's not in the real world, there's not just an X or there's not just a Y. There's multiple variables involved. All right? So here, I would want everybody to write 6W equals Y plus 2Z. Now, why did I put the Y in front of the Z?
Because you have to make it a difference so you move it.
Nope. Nope. Y comes before Z in the alphabet. All right? Generally, you try to write alphabetical order. All right? Yeah, I'm not going to mark it wrong. I'm just knowing you're not listening to me. That's all. All right? So now, your final answer, I have to get rid of the 6. How do I get rid of the 6?
You're wrong.
Right. So everybody should just write W is equal to Y plus 2Z all over 6. Now the whole thing is divided by 6. The whole thing is divided by 6, not one of them. Now I am going to write this up over here just for you guys. So look carefully, because on a multiple choice test they might mess you up by writing it in a different form. So I'm going to try to show you that form. Here's the other way they could write it. Y over 6 plus 2Z over 6. Everybody okay with that? You don't have to do that. I'm just saying on a multiple choice they could write it like that. Now, after they write it like that, they could do what? What could they do to 2/6? They could reduce it. So if I have written on my paper this, you're going, how in the world did you get that? Not knowing that all 3 of those are what? Exact same thing. Very smart. Thank you for saying that. All 3 of these are exactly the same. There's no difference. Do they look different? Yes. Are they different? No. And you know that because you understand fractions. You don't know that if you don't know fractions. That's what I'm saying. Speak up now so I can show you if you're missing something. All right? All 3 of those are exactly the same. Yes.
So when it was y over 6 plus 2z over 6, why would then you reduce it? Why would the 3 go on the bottom?
2/6
Oh.
reduces to what?
Okay, so
That's
I
it.
thought you
1/3.
plus-
No,
Okay.
don't. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Good.
So you can pick one of the 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And then
this one, the middle one, they normally don't write. Because why? Because you can reduce it, right? So on the SATs, on standardized tests, that's the problem with most kids. They see it as one of those 3, and if it's different, then they can't get the one that's different. That's why I'm showing it to you. There's lots of different forms in algebra. All right, lots of ways to write the same thing. All right, so now number 3, we've got to solve for x. Number 3, we've got to solve for x. So again, I think everybody should be able to do this. Now look up on the board. Here's what you should do. If you can do this, pat yourself on the back. This is how I want you to be. If you can't do this, slow down and let me go with you. But you should be able to work backwards in your head. We've done it now for almost a year. All right? So here's how I want you to be able to do this. I'm solving for what?
Yes.
So I underline x for the most part. And I say I got to get rid of all the garbage around it. Now, stop and look up. Here's what I want you to be able to do. I want you to be able to say x is equal to 3t minus 4y all over m.
Yes.
If you can do that, that's where you should be at. I don't want you to do minus mx and minus mx, or I'm sorry, minus 4y and minus 4y. I don't want you to do that. You know you're isolating the variable. You got to get rid of the addition and subtraction. All right? Does anybody have any questions with that? Anybody have any questions? All right, we're going to get some practice. So I'm going to have somebody tell me the answer to number 4. All right? And we're going to underline what we're solving for because I think that's helpful when we do these. All right, thank you, Allie. What are we going to do? Come on, girl. Just give it your best shot. Don't worry about it.
So you would do s
Good.
plus 5. Oh, wait.
You do it however. I'm asking you for the answer.
So wait, wouldn't it be s plus 5t?
Yes. Now listen to me. What you said is true. But if you're going to do that, it's going to be 9s, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
9s. And then equals. Now tell me what it equals. And you were right. You moved the negative 5g over.
Oh, okay, sorry. 5g minus,
Yes?
yeah, minus 4u.
Because why? Because you didn't move the negative 4u.
Yeah.
You moved the what? The 5g. And if it's negative on the left, it's going to be what? Positive on the right. And now the final answer, all you have to do is what, Allie? Remember, we're solving for S. So what do I have to get rid of? Don't look up. Don't look up. Look right here. All I want you to do, you're looking here. You're trying to get rid of the 9.
Okay.
So how is the 9 and the S connected with?
Oh, multiplication
So,
divided by 9.
That's all.
Okay, sorry.
That's it. That's all you have to do. So your answer is, now watch. That's why I like my iPad. The 9 comes down here. And you just put in a division. That's how I think you should be doing it. All right? If you see multiplication, you divide. If you see addition, subtract. You see subtract, you add. Division, you multiply. That's all there is to it. Yes. All right, hold on now. All right? Now, yes. Okay, so let's take a look at number 5. Maxine.
Okay.
All right?
Can I say the answer?
Yep.
B equals negative 3c plus 2x over a.
Negative 3c plus 2x over a. Perfect, right? If you wrote 2x minus 3c, is that still correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
But she wrote it in alphabetical order. What?
Oh, it's alphabetical order.
Yeah. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't have to be in alphabetical order.
Why is it negative?
Because
Shh. This right here, pay attention. What is this right here? So on the other side, that's why that's a negative. You're right. Listen to yourself now. Don't sit here and not understand what I'm saying. Do the work. It's super simple. And like I said, for whatever reason, this is very hard for kids.
So the reason you moved it, you have to move it over to connect with the other.
No, I'm isolating B,
Oh.
right? So I'm getting rid of the garbage.
Oh.
All right, I'm getting everything that's around the B. What? Quickly.
This is negative in the top one, so it's almost exactly the same pattern. Number 3 is a negative 2.
Because listen to me. What is 3t over here? Is that positive or negative?
Okay.
But these are good questions, so listen to me now. Did this move?
No.
No. So it stays positive. This moved. So now it's what?
Negative.
Negative. Did the x move?
No.
So it didn't change. What? Quick.
Position. How would you know to make it like positive? Or, I mean, like adding.
I just told you. Listen carefully now, because I'm telling you, it's really simple. And if you hear what I'm saying, you're not going to have problems. Watch, listen to me now. Over here, the 3c is what? So on the other side, it has to be, that's all. Just like up here. The 4y over here is what? So over there, that's all.
No, I mean, like, how do you know you're going to be adding or subtracting to the 3c plus 2? How do you know it's going to add? Oh.
What is this 2x, positive or negative? So let me tell you what your mistake is. Your mistake is you think positive is not the same as addition for some reason. And minus is the same as what? Negative. You hear what I'm saying, right? So why are these connected by addition? Because this is what? That's all, right? We can't put down negative 3c and 2x because we have to connect them. We connect them with what? Positive or with a plus. Right, you're right. It could be either, when you connect them, it's either positive or negative. Right? In this case, it's positive because the 2x is positive. All right, good question. Come on, what? Come on, guys. Let me just go through this. Let me call on people. I feel better doing that. All right? Then you can act like you're special. All right? All right, number 6. Here we go. Again, my recommendation is we're solving for what? So I like underlining to make sure we're good. All right? Now, they tried to throw you off because they put it on the other side this time. Don't let them throw you off. Now, I think you're good enough to write x equals. All right, Ryan, what?
Would it be negative a
What are you solving for? So what do you need to move?
I need to move
Yes. So move the t. Wow. 2p plus t. Now, if you can't see that, let me know. Right or not right? Now, final answer. No. How is the k and the x connected with? Right. Come on, stop talking. That's it. Simple. Pay attention.
Okay, why didn't you move the 2p? Why did you move the 2p?
I'm isolating the what?
The x.
So listen. Define what the garbage is. What's the garbage?
The 2p.
No, 2p is not the garbage.
Is it the negative 2p?
It's the negative t and the what? And the what?
Okay.
Because that's what's around the x.
Oh. Oh.
You identify the garbage, right? The variable that you're looking for has to be isolated. Everything around it has to move to the other side of the equation. That's what we're doing. All right, come on now. All right, they're trying to mess with us now. All right, so number 7. All right, number 7, I'm going to show you my technique here, solving for m. Now, please pay attention. What happened? Yeah, the A's cancel, guys. If you have an A on the right and an A on the left, what do they do to each other? They cancel each other out. Right? Does that make sense? Now, I've said over and over and over and over, how do I get rid of a fraction? You what? Multiply by the reciprocal. I can't help that if you don't know that. You multiply by the reciprocal. So everybody should be able to tell me now that m is equal to 3/2 r. What's the reciprocal of 2/3? 3/2. Now, I also want everybody to write it like this for me because most kids don't know this. This can also be written as 3r over 2. You need to know those are both the same. You need to know both those are the same. Everybody okay with that? All right. Now again, you're supposed to be making yourself special notes on your own. If you're having issues and you're struggling a little bit, writing the words out are important. If you didn't know the A's canceled out, make yourself a note. A's are on the both sides of the equation, therefore they cancel out. All right? Okay. Now, number 8. Max, what am I doing first on number 8? Good. Good job. Let's see if you can do this now. Shh. What? 5 seconds. That's good. You're almost there, buddy. Almost. That was excellent. So first thing is, I would want you to say, I think everybody can agree it's just d minus g to start out, right? Because I moved the g over. And then he multiplied by 5 seconds. Now, the only thing you're wrong on there, buddy, is it needs to have a what? It needs to have a parentheses. Right? Because you're multiplying the whole quantity d minus g by 5/2. You hear me? What? Come on.
When do you decide if you have to put 2p plus 2, when you have to put a line, or when you have to put parentheses?
Well, when you're multiplying a sum or dividing a sum, you need parentheses. All right? D minus G is a sum. You with me? Or a difference. You understand what I'm saying? So when you multiply a number, you multiply the whole thing, not just the first number. You hear what I'm saying? Right.
On number 6, how do you decide what's on the top side and what's on the bottom side on number 6?
Because if I needed to, look, that's a good question, by the way. This right here, I could put parentheses, but do I need the parentheses in that case? No, I don't need the parentheses because it's understood when you're doing a fraction, you do the whole numerator and you do the whole denominator and then you divide, right? But if I did this, if I did 5 halves d minus g, what are we supposed to do on that? No. What would I have to do on that? I would just multiply 5 halves times what? D, and then I would subtract what? Which is completely different than if I say d minus g and then multiply by 5 halves. Now look, your concentration is good, and I'm telling you, for some reason, this is really difficult. All right, so you need to ask questions. Normally I say everything's, oh, this is easy, this is easy, this is easy. I know this is hard for kids. So speak up. If you understand working backwards, this is not a problem for you. What makes it a problem is the variables, right? There's multiple variables, and that's what math is. It's not just one x. Very rarely do we have a problem with just x. All right, you're going to be doing multiple variables. All right, okay, so number 9, let's talk about that. I'm solving for y. Now, if you paid attention to number 8, you should be good with number 9. Sandra, go. Just tell me what the answer is.
Y equals 3 over 2 in parentheses b minus x.
Ooh, so close. No. Tell her mistake.
It's negative v plus
Negative v.
Oh, so
You're moving the v. Now, if you wrote x minus v, does it matter? If you write in alphabetical order, it would be A, B, C, D, F, G, V, V, right? If you don't know your alphabet, you just kind of say it like I do, all right, until you get it, all right? So, again, 3 halves, negative v plus x. Either is very important. Very good, right? And you're fixing your little mistakes as we go, guys. It's really easy. All right, go.
A equals 4.
Oh, whoa, wow. Go.
A equals 4 over 3, and then parentheses A plus.
Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. And if you don't know, you can ask me now. Yes.
So why is it K plus Q? Why is it not like?
Okay, so here's what I need for you to do. Look. This right here is what? Positive or negative? So on the other side, that's it. That's why it's positive right here. Did I move the K? Listen to me. Did I move the K? Yes or no? Did I move the K? Now keep in mind I'm isolating the A, right? So I'm getting rid of the garbage, right? This is garbage here, and this is garbage here. So I'm moving those things.
I mean, like, why don't you just do Q minus K?
Because the K is not moving, buddy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The K, right? The K stayed there. It's already away from the.
Oh, all right. Now you know it.
Right? Good. All right. So now trying to get a little bit harder, but not really. All right, Mr. Cussell, why don't you tell me? What do I have to do first on this? No, I don't. Just what I want you to do right now is what am I getting rid of first? Yes, there you go. So right now we haven't done one of these, so you're telling me how to do it. So I'm undoing the division. So how do I undo the division? Right? So right now you have 5h. And now this part's gone. Now what do I do? Now your brain, all you're seeing right now is this right here. What do I get rid of next? Nope. Oh, Quigley. Yay, good job. Very good. So if I get rid of the 9, it's going to be what? Yes, smart. Good. You see what I'm saying, right? You're moving the 9 over. Now what am I going to do? Now why not plus R? Yes, divided by r. Guys, listen to me. If you know what I'm talking about, you're in great shape. All right? So look up here again. Just look up here again. Pay attention now, Reagan. You're kind of daydreaming a little bit on me. Come on, girl. All right, right here, look. Look right here, please. All right, you have to decide what order am I getting to this x. I've got to undo everything. What did they do to the x? They multiplied it by r, they added 9, and then they divided by 5. That's what they did. Everybody see that? So I have to go backwards, right? So I have to get rid of the what? Divided by 5. How do I get rid of divided by 5? Multiply by 5. Then how do I do undo plus 9?
Minus 9.
And then how do I undo minus or times r?
Divided
Look,
by
guys,
R.
that's how simple. That's how simple. All right? You're up. You have a question? I'll let you do the next one. All right, 12. Go. All right? So, again, C equals. All right? Now I want to hear you. All right, go.
Alright, C equals 2,
Good.
2C
2 what? Yes, good. 2C.
minus 4.
No, don't help him. You're not helping. You're not his friend. All right? Right here, it's what? So, on the other side.
Oh, it'd be plus
Yeah, buddy. That's it. You're just undoing the operations. So 2C plus 4. And then what?
no over.
Yep. Over what?
Over B, no, C. Wait. It's 4.
So listen to me. Here's what I want you to do. You got rid of this.
Okay.
You got rid of this.
Okay.
Right? Now you're left with this. I got to get rid of the 3.
Okay.
So,
So it's, yeah, over.
over 3. Come on now. Get in the game. But I put C equals and it should be. Thank you for correcting me. Maybe that's what you're
Okay, I
confused.
was
Yeah, yeah.
saying-
No, that's good. That's good. I just put C there. Hey, you have to be good with that.
Yeah.
All right, come on. No stuttering. All right, 13. Uh-oh. Now we have a little bit of problem here on 13. What do you think the problem is? I want Maggie to try to tell me.
Oh, because you have 7W
And
and 2W.
so what do you think I have to do? Combine them, right? So this has to come over with this. So it's this, guys. Look at this. Negative y equals 5w minus 2. You make that conclusion on your own. Is that what I did?
Oh, 'cause you
And because you know I'm right. All right, I don't make mistakes. So you have to make that conclusion. How did I get 5w with 7w and 2w? I must have what? Wow, brilliant. See, you don't even know how smart you are. All right, so there we go. That's where I'm at now, right? If you have multiple variables, most of the time you can combine the variables. Does everybody agree with that? Right? There was a 2w over here and a 7w. I could have put that over there, but then it would have been what? Negative. I don't want negatives. So I move the 2w over with the 7w, which creates 5w. Quickly.
Aren't you supposed to do plus y instead of minus?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, sorry.
So all I'm doing to you right now is I'm saying you have to answer my question. Do you understand where 5w came
Yeah.
from? Okay. Now, Maggie, I'm solving for what? W, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm solving for w, then what do I have to do next?
Then you have to move the 2 over.
Right? And then what?
And so it would be W equals with the
When I moved the 2 over,
yeah,
it became what?
positive.
Right? So it's
2
good,
minus 1.
good. Now, what?
And then it's O.
Yes?
And divide by 5.
Yes. Look at that, guys. That's pretty nice. Yes.
How do you know, like, if you put the 2 or the 1?
It doesn't matter. She just said the 2 first, so I just went with it. If you want to. Now, I want to say this. You should be able to tell me that that's the same as negative y plus 2 over 5. Is everybody with me? But mathematicians traditionally put the positive and then the negative. But it doesn't matter for us. We know, the signs are not a problem. X minus y is not the same as y minus x. Right? Is everybody good with that?
Yes.
All right, so 14. All right, Maxine, what do I have to do?
Do we just say the answer?
Sure, go ahead. Let me see how smart you are. I'll let you know that for sure.
L equals 5 minus y.
You're close. Anybody want to help her? What do you think, Reagan?
Negative.
Then negative 5 what, though?
It's L equals negative 5 minus y.
Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm not saying she's right.
I think negative 5
I think you're right. It should be negative 5 plus y over 2.
Yeah,
no. Right? Right? Silly? Yes.
But isn't it supposed to be minus? You're like getting rid of the line.
Okay, so let me just hold on. Just let him talk. You don't need to make some dumb statement.
No, I'm
All right, here we go. So this right here is being moved over here. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So do you agree that's 2L?
Yeah.
So in your brain, you should see y equals 5 plus 2L. Right? What do you having trouble with 5 minus 3?
No, I just like I'm confused.
With what?
With like that, like I thought you had to like do minus.
Stop saying things wrong in your head. Don't repeat wrong information. My question to you is either you understand where I got 2L is or not. Do you understand that?
Yeah, because 3 minus 5.
Or 5 minus 3,
Sorry, 5 minus 3.
right? I don't like you saying things wrong.
Oh, it's just
Right? No one's asking you anything yet. You hear me?
Yeah.
Right? So how did I get 2L? 5L minus 3L is 2L. If I move the 5L over that side, you can do that, but the L's will then be what? The L's will be negative. I don't want to deal with a negative. Right? I want the L's to be positive. Right? So then, once you combine that, you subtracted 5, because I needed the 5 to move over, and then I divided by 2. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Wait, but right, aren't we solving the L?
Yeah, we did.
It says y.
Well, because we haven't finished. We already said that the answer was L is equal to y minus 5 over 2. All right? Okay.
But you can do negative 5 plus.
Yes,
okay.
negative
That
5
makes
plus
sense
y.
now.
Good. So listen to me. You can do me a favor. You can just cross that out for me.
Yay.
All right, you're welcome. All right.
And the ones on the
So now